Hi everyone, I'm Vidya. Welcome and welcome back to my channel The Book Talks. So in today's video I'm going to talk about 10 books that are good for beginners. So these are all the books I'm going to recommend in this video to you all, and if you're a beginner then these books will help you a lot in starting your reading journey. So let's get started with the video. So the first book I'm going to recommend is When Love Came Calling by Preeti Shenoy. So this is the story of Pooja and Arush. Pooja and Arush come close to each other during a vacation spent in Wayanad, Kerala. So this is the story of their love, hope, friendship bond and the challenges they overcome which comes in between their love. So do pick this book up if you are a beginner. This book is a must read. I love this book and I enjoyed reading it, and by the time you guys know how much I love Preeti Shenoy's writing styles. So yeah, do pick this book up. This is the prequel to All the Love You Deserve. Next up is All the Love You Deserve by Preeti Shenoy. This book is sequel to When Love Came Calling. So the story continues in this book. This story is told from the perspective of Sujit, Pooja and Arush. We read about Sujit's life a lot, how he's changing, how he's managing a business which is going good, and we also read about Sujit and Pooja's friendship growing day by day, and while Pooja and Arush are maintaining a long distance relationship as pandemic hit globally. So do pick this book up. These two books gives these two books these two books gives you a wholesome experience of reading, um, and the ending is satisfying too. Yeah, so do read both these books. This is the prequel and this is the sequel to this book. So next up we have The Secrets We Keep. The Secrets We Keep is the story of Rahul, how he spent his childhood days and his life struggles, how he grows as an adult. He works as an officer in INA, International Network Agency, and how his past changes his present. We get to read a love story too in this book, which is beautiful to read. Sudeep Nagarkar has done a great job, and plot twists are amazing to read. Do pick this book up if you are a beginner. It is a fast-paced romantic thriller. Even if you are a beginner, this book will make you fall in love with reading. You'll enjoy this book as much as I did. So the next book in this list is The Belated Bachelor Party by Ravinder Singh. So The Belated Bachelor Party is the story of four friends, Ravin, Manpreet, Amardeep and Harpreet. So all of the four friends go on a Europe trip together. They spend their time together on this trip. So this trip is about their reunion after their college got over, and how they spent their time there, and the fun they had. There are so many funny scenes in this book too, and this book is hilarious that I couldn't stop myself from laughing. Yeah, do pick this book up, and I love this book so much, and it's a great book. Do read. Next book I want to recommend is Love by Chance by Mansi Kashyap. So Love by Chance is the story of Jasmeet Shetty, aka Jessie. She returns from London to India, and basically in Delhi she adjusts her life there, and she goes to school and take admission in 11th grade. You will immediately transported to 11th grade. I must say this because the writing style is so vivid, and the scenes, the whole atmosphere of school, the project work and the classroom atmosphere. So that is so good to read in this book. So do read this book if you want such kind of exposure, and I just love this book. The writing style is so vivid and beautiful to read. Yeah, do pick this book up. So next book I want to recommend in this 10 books is I Wish I Could Tell Her by Ajay K. Pandey. So I Wish I Could Tell Her is the story of Vasu and his first love and crush Radhika, but they studied together in school and passed their schooling, but getting his love is not that easy, as he is a dark complexioned boy and Radhika is so beautiful and fair complexioned girl. Vasu faces loneliness, embarrassment, and rejection, or what else I can say. He faces racism too, to the core. He faces racism too just because of his dark color. So the story is very interesting, and it is about the realization that love is beyond looks, and you can find love in various people despite of their different looks. So guys, Ajay K. Pandey writes beautifully elaborated novel. I love this. I love this book so much. I have read 5 books by him earlier, and I love them equally. Do pick this book up. It is very easy to read and beginner friendly. So the next book I'm gonna recommend is The Korean Savior by Chandrakant Jaisalsaria. So this is the story of 3 friends who start their trekking from Barsani to Khirganga. Some of the places in this book are original, but some of them are fictional. So what happens to them on this trek is the crux of the story. So you will read about a ghost, a genie, and a goblin. So you can see there are horror and fantasy elements in the book too. This book is very interesting, and I have read it recently and finished reading it. So do read this book. It is very easy to read, and it is 123 pages long, not very long, so you can finish it easily in 2 days, or even in one sitting too, if you are an avid reader. So do read. I love especially the Grim Reaper and the dialogues here and there of him. And yeah, this book is a great horror fantasy book. Do pick this book up. So the next book I want to recommend in this 10 books for beginners is It's My Girlfriend's Wedding by Sahil Rajput. So this is the story of Maya and Vivan. Maya and Vivan love each other so much, and they can do anything for each other. But the twist in the story comes when Maya got to know that she has already married to someone in her childhood. So, story called Childhood Marriage Opposition, Royals, and the Love of Maya and Vivan. This book becomes so interesting as the story progresses, and you'll read a lot in this novel. So do pick this book up if you are a beginner. This book is very easy to read and beginner friendly. Do read this book. Next book in this list is The Girl Who Knew Too Much by Vikrant Khanna. I have reviewed this book on my channel, but so this is the story of a girl named Sahiba who tries everything to get her love from God. So the angle of the supernatural elements and the angle of love in this story makes this book very interesting to read. So do read this book. This is very easy to read book and beginner friendly. You will fall in love with the plot and the story. I have read this book 3 times. I enjoyed it so much. Do read this book. So this book is the story is about the miraculous reunion of a young girl with her dead boyfriend. So the book falls under mystery, romance, and what else? Horror genre. Yeah, do read this book. It is very interesting to read. So the last book in this list is The Girl in the Dream by Praveen Agrawal. So this is the story of a NASA scientist named Vivan. So he is a manager at NASA Mars mission. He works there, and after the successful completion of the Mars mission, he started getting recurrent dreams about his life, which is planned 500 years ago, and like not in the near past. So the story connects Vivan's present life with his past life, which is very interesting to read in this book. And the whole plot, this book is character driven, so you'll get to know when you read this book. And so this book is a literary fiction, so the emphasis is more on the dialogues and the story of the book, not on the plot. So plot twist comes, but after so many pages has passed. So do pick this book up. This is not a difficult book, but the thing is, it is literary fiction. The literature is very rich, so you'll find new words in this book too, but it is a beginner friendly book. Do pick this book up. It is very beautiful and lovely story to read. Alright everyone, that's all for today's video. And these were all the books I wanted to recommend to you guys in this book, in this 10 books for beginners video. And yeah, do read this book. These all are great books, great story. And do pick any of these books to read. These books are very, very beginner friendly and easy to read. I personally loved all these books. So do pick any of these books. You will not regret. Alright everyone, that's all for today's video. I hope you like my video. If you do, then definitely like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.